90-Day Fiancé. Happily ever afters, Gino dropped a big bombshell. Reveal on Jasmine, but I think we all saw this coming. Hello guys. Welcome back to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Warning, the following contains spoilers for the 90-Day Fiancé. Happily ever after episode. You can't handle the truth. Stream it with a max subscription and read at your own risk. Fans have known since before this season started that Gino Palazzolo and Jasmine Pineda are no longer together. The married 90-Day Fiancé couple split up after opening their relationship, and everything we've seen so far has made it hard to sympathize with Jasmine in this situation. That sentiment only grew stronger after the latest episode. Many viewers who watched 90-Day The Last Resort Season 2 likely saw this coming. Fresh off his trip from Las Vegas with renewed confidence, Gino decided to make a significant move in his relationship. He messaged Jasmine asking to meet and delivered a major revelation that became the basis for filing for divorce. When Jasmine met Gino in a parking lot, she believed it would be a discussion about moving back in together and repairing their relationship. Instead, Gino revealed that after reviewing her cell phone logs, he discovered she had been in contact with Matt Branistareanu for 4 months. Much earlier than she originally claimed when she said they met at the gym. The situation raised suspicions, and Gino mentioned in his confessional that he believed Jasmine and Matt had come up with the open relationship idea well before he found out she was seeing someone else. Though he couldn't prove it definitively, Gino strongly believed Jasmine had been unfaithful before coming clean, which for him justified the divorce. Shout out to The Last Resort Season 2 cast who already suspected something was off about Jasmine and Matt's supposedly spontaneous relationship. Some fans also questioned the therapist's role in encouraging an open marriage instead of helping the couple rebuild trust. It's interesting to reflect on the earlier tell-all, where Jasmine and Matt painted a very different picture of what happened with Gino. Keep in mind, the current season of Happily Ever After was filmed before that tell-all, and before Jasmine's pregnancy was public knowledge. With more details surfacing, it will be fascinating to see how the cast and fans respond during this season's tell-all. Legal drama off-camera. A number of 90-Day Fiancé cast members have faced legal issues that stirred public conversation. For example, Jeffrey Paschal was convicted on serious charges and sentenced accordingly. Larissa Lima had multiple arrests related to personal disputes. Rob Warren and Angela Deem have both had legal troubles, including police involvement. Paul Stale and Devin Clegg have dealt with legal and custody-related issues. These incidents often add drama off-camera and affect how fans perceive cast members. Varia Molina's legal troubles raise immigration questions. Varia Molina, from before the 90 Days Season 4, was arrested on July 9, 2025 in Tennessee on a felony theft charge. According to reports by Shabuti and 90-Day Fiance_Alexa, she was accused of shoplifting merchandise worth between $1,000 and $2,500 from multiple Lowe's locations. Allegedly, she visited Lowe's stores in various Tennessee cities 8 times between February 20th and May 12th, 2025, and exited with merchandise without making payments. Surveillance footage reportedly helped authorities identify her. A warrant was issued, and Varia was later taken into custody. She posted bail and was released the same day. While she has acknowledged the arrest on social media, she hasn't provided detailed information about her legal defense. If convicted, Varia could face a sentence ranging from 1 to 6 years and a $3,000 fine. Her arrest has reignited public interest, especially considering her previously low profile following Jeffrey Paschal's conviction. Social media reactions have been mixed, some fans expressing shock, others offering support or criticism. Immigration concerns. Varia received her green card through the Diversity Visa Lottery, a U.S. government program that randomly selects individuals from countries with low immigration rates. Lottery winners must meet education or experience requirements and pass background checks to receive permanent residency. However, criminal convictions, particularly felonies, can jeopardize green card status. If convicted of theft, immigration authorities could initiate proceedings that threaten her ability to stay in the U.S. Her legal outcome will likely determine whether she retains her permanent residency. Darcy Silva's Glow Up Season 9 journey. Meanwhile, Darcy Silva surprised fans with a thoughtful gesture for a fellow reality TV star who recently underwent a dramatic makeover. Known for her time on Before the 90 Days and Darcy Stacey, Darcy is now appearing in Happily Ever After, Season 9. In 2025, Darcy underwent a major physical transformation, including a facelift, brow lift, rhinoplasty, buccal fat removal. She is currently navigating cultural challenges as she meets her fiancé, Georgi Rusev's conservative family in Bulgaria. This season continues to serve up unexpected twists, both on and off camera. Stay tuned for the tell-all, where tensions, revelations, and consequences are sure to reach new heights. Meanwhile, Darcy lost 40 pounds via weight loss surgery and began pursuing music and fashion ventures alongside her twin, Stacey Silva. Public reactions were mixed, with critics concerned over her drastically altered appearance. But Darcy seems to be interested in giving them something positive to talk about. Once upon a time, the franchise thrived with lean, drama-packed one-hour installments. Now, nearly every entry clocks in at 2 hours, and for what? Most of the storylines are either stalled or non-existent, and it's painfully apparent that many of these personalities have nothing interesting left to say. We were promised a dramatic showdown between Gino and Jasmine, and what we got was a whole lot of nothing. The parking lot meetup between them was a snooze fest dressed up as high-stakes drama. Jasmine clearly still loves Gino, but love won't fix the deeply rooted issues plaguing their relationship. Their attempt to salvage things by introducing Matt into the relationship felt more like a desperate storyline pivot than an organic decision for their future. To pull off a transformation like that, trust is essential, and Gino has none left. He's convinced Jasmine had feelings for Matt long before he agreed to an open arrangement, and frankly, he might not be wrong. But instead of confronting the issue with any emotional vulnerability, Gino showed up cold as ice, clearly there to cut ties and move on. He had already set his sights on Natalie, and breaking things off with Jasmine was just a formality. There was no remorse and no heartache, just a man who had made up his mind and showed up to deliver the news with the warmth of a tax audit. Jasmine, for all her dramatics, seemed genuinely blindsided. But let's be honest, she could have taken control of the situation by ending things with Gino first and choosing Matt, who at least appears to genuinely care for her. Matt seems ready to build a relationship without the exhausting Gino dynamic, and he might have actually been a step up. But now that Gino beat her to the breakup, Jasmine will have to deal with the optics of being the second choice. Will Matt still want her knowing she only turned to him after Gino walked away? That's the emotional cliffhanger here, and the only compelling one this storyline has offered all season. Looking ahead, it's hard to understand what Jasmine hopes to gain by showing up to that party from the Season 9 trailer and confronting Natalie. Natalie has been respectful of boundaries and has even asserted some of her own with Gino. If anything, Jasmine criticizing her makes Jasmine look petty and insecure, not empowered. Elsewhere, we had the forced Mom's Day Out segment, where Lauren used the opportunity to criticize Andre to Elizabeth, while Yara inexplicably defended him. Lauren has shown a flair for camera-ready conflict in the past, but her comments about Andre weren't wrong. He has been rude and dismissive for years, and there's no reason to assume that behavior changes off camera. Lauren also raised valid concerns about Elizabeth's potential life in Moldova, especially given how little Elizabeth seems to have thought through what that would actually look like. But instead of hearing her friend out, Elizabeth went on the defensive, acting like everyone was attacking her partner. Yara, unhelpfully, fed into that narrative in this installment of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. The problem here is that this entire storyline feels recycled. Sharp Entertainment is relying too heavily on these three couples to carry the drama, and it's just not working. The fights are circular, the stakes are flimsy, and there's no sense of progression. We're 3 episodes in and still stuck on the same arguments from the premiere. And then there's Darcy and Georgi, who have spent nearly 3 full episodes arguing about what she should wear in Bulgaria. I wish I were exaggerating. Every time they seem to get past one conflict, Darcy finds a way to drag the same issue back into the spotlight. They don't function as a couple, and honestly, it's exhausting to watch them try. Darcy deserves better than to be stuck in a rerun of her own love life, and Georgi clearly isn't interested in being her emotional support system. At this point, it feels like they're staying together purely for the storyline, and even that's running on fumes. If there's one thing this episode made painfully clear, it's that the current season is struggling. Hard. There isn't enough material to justify 2-hour episodes, and instead of trimming the fat, producers are padding the runtime with redundant conversations and underdeveloped storylines. This episode could have easily been cut in half and would have been better for it. Right now, the drama feels stale, the pacing is sluggish, and there's little to no narrative momentum. Unless something changes soon, 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After? Season 9 is on track to be one of the most drawn-out and least engaging entries in the franchise yet. What are your thoughts on the latest twists and turns for one of TV's dullest series? Hit the comments and share your thoughts. We cover shows with you in mind, and we can't wait to hear from you. 90 Day. Hunt for Love helped several cast members form connections, but most of them are no longer in relationships. The network has released several 90 Day Fiancé spin-offs over the past decade, but only a few have become truly popular. The latest spin-off, 90 Day. Hunt for Love, features former cast members in Mexico, hoping to find meaningful relationships with other singles. Season 1 included cast members like Chantel Everett, Tiffany Franco, Colt Johnson, Courtney Reardons, Usman Umar, Tim Malcolm, Jennifer Tarazona, Rob Warren, and others. 90 Day. Hunt for Love featured several unexpected moments that will stick with viewers. In one episode, Chantel made a personal revelation about exploring her identity. She shared a close moment with her co-star Jennifer, which sparked conversation among the other cast members. The hot tub speed dating and other lighthearted games led to drama, jealousy, and interpersonal tension. While some, like Rob, embraced casual dating, others, like Tiffany, were looking for someone who could also be a role model for her children. One example is the brief relationship that developed between Rob and Jennifer. Initially, they were drawn to each other due to their chemistry and easygoing nature. Although their connection appeared strong, their dynamic faded soon after. Rob claimed there was no physical relationship, but one scene implied a more intimate connection. Regardless, their bond didn't evolve into anything serious. They eventually stopped communicating and even unfollowed each other on social media, a clear sign their relationship had ended. Their separation may have been for the best, given their differing personalities. Courtney's journey has been quite transparent throughout the show. Initially, she formed a connection with Nigerian singer Usman Sojaboy Umar. They met on social media, which led to a budding connection in the early episodes. Although they seemed compatible, things shifted when Courtney began to show interest in Colt. This change led to tension between Colt and Usman. Courtney and Usman ended things due to Colt's growing presence, a lack of compatibility, and jealousy. However, Courtney's new involvement with Colt was also short-lived. She helped Colt recover from a leg injury, and they grew close. But the relationship eventually ended after rumors circulated, including from blogger John Yates, that Colt had started seeing someone else, which reportedly prompted Courtney to end things. More details on this may surface in future episodes of 90 Day. Hunt for Love. While many cast members went through breakups, some gained perspective. Tiffany explored potential partners during the season. Though she had a few promising moments, none turned into lasting relationships. Ultimately, she seemed to realize the importance of seeking a deeper connection, one grounded in emotional maturity and stability, especially for the sake of her children. In late 2024, Tiffany posted a video on Instagram humorously reflecting on her romantic experiences, calling each new relationship another lesson since her separation from Ronald Smith. As for Shantae, while she hasn't shared much about her current dating life, she seems to be enjoying herself and embracing self-discovery. On the show, she attempted to connect with several cast members, including a playful moment with Jennifer and a quirky beer bath segment with Joe. Still, none of these interactions led to lasting connections. Chantel has become more private about her love life, though her social media activity suggests she may be close to her friend Ashley Kotera Bowen. In June 2025, Chantel left heart and fire emojis on one of Ashley's beach photos. The following month, she added a heart eyes emoji to another post, signaling admiration. Ashley responded appreciatively. While it's unclear if they are romantically involved, their continued interaction has sparked speculation about a deeper friendship or possible relationship. Lastly, 90 Day Fiancé stars Shekinah Garner and Sarper Govan tied the knot in a unique ceremony on November 11, 2024. Their wedding, held at the Mondrian's penthouse in West Hollywood, was intimate and unconventional. On July 17, 2025, Shekinah publicly thanked her cousin, Courtney, on Instagram for organizing the event. In her appreciation post for Courtney, Shekinah thanked her for planning the most unconventional wedding, which could have come across as over-the-top if not executed perfectly. With all the variables in play, Shekinah was grateful to her cousin for executing everything to her and Sarper's preferences. According to Courtney's official website, CourtneyCargill.com, she runs her own company called Courtney Cargill Event Production Design, a full-service event design, planning, and production company founded in 2013. The company specializes in private events, weddings, community gatherings, and corporate retreats. Courtney is described as the creative force behind each event, as she manages every show and provides a personalized approach when working with clients. She has also been featured in industry publications, including Martha Stewart, Style Me Pretty, Brides, and Pop Sugar. The 90 Day Fiancé star's cousin prefers paying attention to detail, as her website says. With a passion for hospitality, Courtney draws inspiration from people, focusing on storytelling and fostering strong client connections. Her exceptional ability to envision the big picture while attending to intricate details sets her apart. In an exclusive interview with People, published on June 16, 2025, Shekinah shared that Courtney helped plan the whole event, including the decor, which originally was not Shekinah and Sarper's taste, but was one of the only hotels that allowed filming. Shekinah mentioned that she loved the opulence and glamour, as well as the chandeliers and flowers. It was important that it didn't feel casual or careless, no slippers or messy hair. I wanted it to be in bed but feel elegant and classy. I wanted the cityscape of Los Angeles in the background and chandeliers above us. I wanted a breeze coming in to give a light and airy feel to the room, she added. The 90 Day Fiancé cast members shared that J'adore les fleurs provided her with the prettiest blooms, which also honored her and Sarper's late grandmothers. One of Sarper's grandmothers loved roses, while the other loved lavender. As a result, both were included in the floral arrangements for the wedding as well as the bridal bouquet. Orchids were also included in the setup to honor Shekinah's grandmother, Laverne. While commenting on her new chapter in life with Sarper, the 90 Day Fiancé star said that she wanted the biggest, most comfy bed in the future, so she could spend lots of time in it and make new memories. 90 Day Fiancé alum Miona Bell first appeared on Season 9 of the TLC series, during which she was married to Jibri Bell. However, their marriage ended in divorce after 2 years. Miona later began a new relationship. As of July 2025, Miona is dating Terzel Ron, a senior digital producer at OWN, the Oprah Winfrey Network. Speculations surrounding Miona's new romance started circulating in November 2023 when she hinted she was seeing someone via Instagram stories. On April 30th, 2024, the 90 Day Fiancé alum went Instagram official with Terzel. In the caption of the picture, she wrote "us" while she posed with Terzel and her pet dog. The news of her relationship with Terzel came shortly after Miona and Jibri parted ways. By 2023, fans noticed Miona and Jibri spending time apart, as Jibri posted content from Thailand, while Miona stayed in Palm Springs. While Jibri suggested that he ended the relationship because he wasn't ready for a long-term commitment, Miona claimed otherwise. She revealed via Instagram stories that she was the one who ended things because Jibri didn't meet her expectations. Miona now enjoys her time with Terzel, often sharing photos and reels together. On February 7, 2022, CNBC Make It published a feature on Terzel, describing him as a self-made professional who overcame early challenges. According to the report, Terzel grew up in a one-bedroom South Bronx apartment with 3 other siblings. His parents, undocumented immigrants from Guyana, couldn't afford dental care, and Terzel spent his teen years with a missing front tooth. As a high school student, he worked multiple part-time jobs, including tutoring to pay for dental expenses, since his mother's insurance didn't cover the costs. These experiences shaped his outlook on financial planning. While speaking to CNBC Make It, Terzel said, "The most important lesson that I've learned is save money, and money will save you." His perseverance earned him a full academic scholarship to New York University in Manhattan, where he studied TV production. After years of hard work, he now works at OWN and previously held roles at Peacock, Airtime, and Viacom CBS. Terzel and Miona began dating in 2023, and a year later, they reached a milestone together when they became homeowners in California. On July 6, 2024, Miona shared a reel with the caption,